would like to go on their cover shoot in Nashville and interview the phenomenal Taylor Swift. Well, I wrote Glamour's November cover story on her on newsstands across the country on October 9th, and we talked about money, fame, her new album titled Red, and of course, love. Take a look. She sings of young love and loss.
I'm wondering why we bother with love if it never lasts.
She sold more than 22 million albums, won 6 Grammys.
Thank you.
All at the ripe old age of 22.
Welcome to Nashville.
Thank you. It's a little steamy. When I caught up with Taylor Swift, she was in the middle of shooting her 3rd cover for Glamour magazine.
I would wear anything that they asked me to, really.
You're very compliant.
Yeah,
For a person who has you are also very organized.
You pick your battles, you know?
Is that what it is?
It's like fighting the neon top. That's not a hill I want to die on. You know?
Her public persona is one of innocence and sweetness, and in person she is indeed a charming mixture of accomplished professional and somewhat giddy kid.
And this is my favorite thing,
Oh, I
as
love
well
that.
as this. These
All right,
are my
those are your two. Those are the two things. The real Taylor Swift would use these.
I'm for real going to steal them from
You are? She also may be the most successful singer-songwriter of her generation. You're the #1 earning star, 30 years old or younger. You're beating Justin Bieber,
Oh, yeah, someone told me that.
Rihanna, reportedly $56 million last year.
That's a lot.
Does it feel a little intimidating sometimes or not?
What part of it?
It's big.
It just doesn't feel that. It doesn't feel like a weight. It doesn't feel like my life is in other people's hands and I'm just this puppet in all of this.
In fact, she's very much in charge when it comes to her career. She has a new album coming out later this month. The first track has already set records and gone to #1.
I'm never, ever, ever getting back to you.
Who could that be about? We know who it's not about. This summer, the country princess reportedly began a new romance with Connor Kennedy, the son of Robert Kennedy Jr. There is a lot of talk about you and the Kennedys these days.
Is there?
There is.
Do tell.
Reports that you're dating Connor Kennedy. True?
I don't talk about my personal life in that great detail. I write about it all in my songs, but when I get in an interview, it just sort of feels... It's not as much what I do, talking about it. But I feel like you can share enough of your life in your music to still let people know what you're going through and how you feel and still develop a connection without, talking too many details.
Ethel Kennedy was asked what she would think of having you as a granddaughter-in-law. And she said, we should be so lucky.
She's fantastic. I love her.
But for all the romance, one very steady relationship is with her music. You have been praised to the sky for your songwriting. Rolling Stone said she's one of the few genuine rock stars we've got these days with a flawless ear for what makes a song click.
When did they say that?
June.
They said that?
They did.
Recently, too. Wow.
It's so funny. You're still impressed.
I guess for me, I just don't really quite believe it yet.
So you are not blasé.
I try to be sometimes, but it's just hard when you get excited about stuff.
There's a lot to be excited about these days. She is truly adorable and oh so talented. Imagine she wrote every song on every one of her albums. And Elizabeth, you mentioned that she holds the record for the most top 10 debuts in Billboard history. Looks like she's poised to do it again and extend that winning streak. This new album, tonight on Nightline, you'll hear much more from her as well as see the debut of her Glamour cover as I go behind the scenes with editors Cindy Levy and her team.
Oh, that sounds so great. You really liked her.
I really did.
You could tell, Cynthia. And Taylor Swift will be here live on GMA when her new album Red is released in 3 weeks. After her live interview on the 22nd, she returns Tuesday the 23rd for a special GMA concert. But right now, a world